Okay, we are, we are. Hold on one second, y'all. I made a mistake. Okay. All right, we're back. Hold on. I don't know how many is back on. All right, I'm back. Okay. My apologies. I hit a chord, and that was a way for me to go back in without coming all the way back out, but I couldn't figure it out. I'm going to keep going. We probably lost a few people, and sometime on social media, once they swipe, they're gone, but that's okay. Uh, it's all good. We keep right on rolling. All righty. Okay. So what happens? What happens is at the wrong notes. What happens? So Franco carried his manuscript outlining his theory, titled "The Doctor and the Soul," with him to the Auschwitz concentration camp. Franco was separated from his family and stripped of his clothes, including his overcoat, which contained his manuscript. The Nazis even shaved off his hair. Franco wrote, "Most of us were overcome by a grim sense of humor. We know that we had nothing to lose except our ridiculous life." So, what is going on here? Okay. All righty. Something else going on. It's technology, so we keep going. It ain't the devil. Church folks say, "Oh, that's the devil." It ain't the devil. It's technology. Keep going on. Don't even have that kind of mindset. All right. That's true. Everything. Oh, it's the devil. The devil in the screen. The devil on the microphone. The devil is alive. The devil. If he was going to stop you, he would have stopped you before you got to church, before you got on the microphone, because you don't really need a microphone. You see the crazy stuff that people say? If the microphone don't work, Lou said, "Devil, get out the microphone." The devil not in the microphone. The organ don't work. Lou said, "I rebuke, get out the organ, make our organ work." Those things are not important. So why would the devil get in a microphone when you can talk without a microphone? You see where? Come on, y'all. I'm okay. I may have to come back because next week. I know I say that, then I go to something else. But it'd be my intention to pick up in part 2, part 3. But I have so much. I'm resonating so much. I'm feeding my mind, and I don't do this for notes for you. I study for me, and out of me resonates stuff that I know that will help you. Let me finish this. The Nazis even in the experiences in the concentration camp section. Franco writes about consciously commanding his mind to detach from its immediate physical circumstance. Oh, I gotta mark that. I like that. I like that. I like that. He had to command his mind to detach from his physical circumstances in order to apply what he needed to apply. You've got to detach. I like that. Yeah. Thank you, Tanisha. I want you to type in, Tanisha. He commanded his mind to detach from his immediate physical circumstance. He commanded his mind to detach from his immediate physical circumstance. When you're going through something, detach your mind. I've learned to do that. That's over there. I'm over here. That's not a part of me. That challenge or that situation is not part of me. You see what I'm saying? So you can look at it from a distance instead of looking at it as it's all a part of what you're doing. Okay. I'm like this. There's a lot going on the screen. Okay. Now I just like everything to flow right. So if it does it again, I'll pick up next week. I know it may not be much, but it just I'm thinking like that. Dr. Sutton, he commanded his mind. See, we go through stuff and we allow it to attach. It's like a magnet attaching to something. And we're walking around with it. We're walking around with it, thinking that we can solve it. There's most of the things in your life that you can control, you control. But the things you can't control the weather. Lord, send rain. Yeah, but people somewhere else is praying for sunshine. So I don't deal with that. Lord, send sunshine. We done got too much rain. Okay. When it's wintertime is one thing. When it's summertime, it's something else, And so, in my closing, since this is acting up, detach yourself from any negative situation. And I did something on my morning wake up, and I thank God for we're up to almost 500 now. If you don't get one every morning, because I do it every morning. Yeah, I don't care what I feel like, because sometimes I'm half asleep. Because I like to do it after 8 o'clock, when people are up. Thank you, Tanisha. But if you don't get one every morning, please let me know, because I can't. When I started with 10. I could copy and paste. Can't copy and paste 476 people. I can't do that. So I'm using different apps that I can just copy and paste, and then, everything is already data into the app, and I just push one button. And I have one that's doing it. And today I went to another one, but the one I've been using is okay, but still people don't get there. So if you don't get one, let us know. But thank God for all of you. All right, give me a few more minutes, 7 more minutes. What you got? He commanded his mind to detach from his immediate circumstance. That's very important. Very important. I want to say this. Life is what you give meaning to. Let's start with that. I'm gonna finish this because I'm still reading the book. So I think I'm going to finish. I'm going to come back. I mean, I can finish it because you can't finish this book. There's so many points of mental stuff that's in there. How he survived. His why was the day that he would see his wife and his kids. That may seem simple to you, but that was his why. There's people that's in prison that got the why. Why they get up, why they haven't committed suicide. You don't want to just exist. Life is good, and life is not happening to you. Life is happening for you. There's nothing wrong with life. There's nothing wrong with living. Can I say it again? There's nothing wrong with life. There's nothing wrong with living. We confuse lifestyles with life. So when you can't keep up with the lifestyle of the Joneses, you get frustrated, you get irritated, you get all of the Tater family. Because you're trying to develop a lifestyle, which is good. But a man's life don't consist in the things that he possessed. Get all you can get. I felt so bad. They're not bad, but it just to see that yacht, that a $1 million some dollar yacht, $100 million yacht that went underwater. I said, oh, let me catch it. Let me catch that yacht. Something happened, but it sank somewhere in the ocean. I don't know, somewhere. in one of the oceans. I want to jump up and catch it over 100 million. So get what you're going to get, but don't confuse life with lifestyle. You have a wonderful life and you're doing much better than you think you're doing. My mother's 81, my aunt is 70 something, and I talk to them very often to encourage them. I don't give them no break. They say something, no, we ain't gonna do that. We ain't going there. Because that's how I do myself. I'm hard in a good way on myself, and not hard in a bad way to condemn myself or criticize myself. I'm not saying that. But I'm conscious of my emotions and I'm conscious of my thoughts. Listen to me. And I tell people all the time, listen to your thoughts before you say something. Don't do the Bible says slow to speak, quick to hear. You need your energy to live. That's why I don't get engaged in long. I've got, clients that for therapy, and I'm a consultant in different areas. I'm doing a lot of things outside of the religious world. And when I started doing that, I started seeing results. That's it. Thank you, Tanisha. Don't confuse a life with a lifestyle. Calm down. Calm down. Don't be so tense and, just anxious. If we're not careful, we'll be on edge and be living on anxious all the time. You go to bed, you're anxious. You wake up, you're anxious. Calm down. I know I'm cutting up on the screen. Calm down. This is how I do myself. Because anxiousness comes, and the scripture says, be not anxious for nothing. Calm down. So many things go, man. Ooh, your mind. If you don't get control of your mind and learn the principles that I'm teaching, your mind will drive you crazy. Your perceptions be so wrong. You think this, you think that, you think people against you, you think this, and then they call you. You're like, hey, when you see that, you know not to trust your mind like that. You get to a place that you begin to trust your matured mind or the Christ mind, but you can't jump on everything. I think I said today, don't believe everything you think. That was my morning wake up. If you want to get a morning wake up, let me know. Morning mental wake up. We'll send them it's a short blog I sent out. Are you listening to me? We have to live in a place of feeling that we don't. If you live in a place of feeling that you already have it, it won't appear in your life. You got to feel that you have it. There should not be a need feeling or lack feeling. It should be a feeling, listen to me, y'all, a feeling that I have it. I catch myself when I say, oh, I need this. I think I was on the phone with my mother yesterday, and I was saying some other things I want to do, and I need, I said, I don't need it. I have it. I've got it. There are no needs. What do you mean there are no needs? Those are the kingdom folks. He's already given us everything that we need. Everything that pertains to life and godliness. So your thing is to move in a manifestation mode and to manifest what you are, your wish, fulfill your desire. Don't get me wrong. You got to come out of that pray, and get into the manifest. I'm not a part of all that. I'm a part of Mastermind Alliance. I'm a groups. And when I need information, it's amazing. There's something that I may be dealing with inwardly, resistance. I put myself in that community, and I come out of it. You don't need prayer. So you say I don't need prayer. You need to get up and do some things. What is prayer? Prayer is getting to a receptive mode. When I say that the prayer that I'm talking about is religious way of doing things, begging God, pleading God, and not resting in him. I'm getting ready to go, but just rest in him. I have to finish this book, and I have to pull some other stuff out of it. When God said, let me cover this before I go. Okay, I got 2-3 minutes. Let me tell you something. I thought about something. All your fears that you have, try to force them to come true. They ain't gonna come true. Fears you had 30 years ago, try to force it to come true. They ain't gonna come true. 2 things. Fear and faith requires the same thing: to believe in something that's invisible. Fear, you believe in something that is gonna happen, your business gonna fail, or your investors are gonna stop investing. I know how it is. And the higher you go in success, the more you deal with fear, rejection. This is why you have to be a part of Mastermind Alliance Group. It doesn't fear, rejection, doubt doesn't stop at the top. It really intensifies because the more you have, and that's what happened with Job. I don't know what's going on with the screen. That's what happened. Must be bad connection. That's what happened with Job. You see what I'm saying? All right, I'm going to go for it. I learned to laugh at stuff. Don't get upset at stuff. Just laugh. Don't give it no meaning. Some things you don't give it no meaning. You just let it pass. It ain't that serious. Because if you're not careful, you can drop the fork on the floor and just, oh, God. It's just a fork. When you did, you release energies that you're going to need for your success. Okay? One thing that Viktor Frankl said before I go, in order to survive, he said, you had to be okay with dying at any moment. Because any moment they would come in and snatch them and kill them. That fear alone. So what he said was, it's that he survived because it was okay. If I die today, it's okay. You see what I'm saying? Even it was Martin Luther King when he used the auditorium of a major organization there in Memphis. He said it doesn't matter now. It doesn't matter now. And right after that, he was assassinated. You got to get to the point. You have to get to the point that dying doesn't matter. That's saying you're looking to die. I'm looking to live 120 years. That's what Genesis 6, that's what he promised us. Okay? Genesis 1, and God said, let there be. The universe is still being. We're still being. We're human being. We're being, B-E-I-N-G. You never arrive. How do you become? Through knowledge. Ephesians 5:1. It says, therefore, be imitators of God. What? Be imitate. Yeah, you imitate how Flip Wilson used to imitate Jardine. Gary Grant, that wasn't his real name. He imitated the character so that he even changed his name to Cary Grant. That he was a great person. You understand what I'm saying? So what I am saying, I'm trying to see where my live chats. Okay. What I am saying, we're supposed to imitate God on planet Earth. Okay? Act and walk around, because 2 Corinthians 5:18 says we have been reconciled to him. We've been reconciled. We have the ministry of reconciliation, that we are one with God. I'm going to pick up and talk more about the Auschwitz camp, consecration camp, on next Friday. Okay? Thank you all so much. I don't do donations. I kind of do it every other week unless I really feel it. So we did it last week. We won't do it this week unless you feel to do something. You can let me know. I don't know how you may have got a blessing, you want to share it. So that's fine. Most important thing, get the teachings. Mental toughness. Can you say that? Can you put that on there, Tanisha, before we go? That's my administrator for the show. Mental toughness. That's the key. Got to be mental tough. Can't let everything bother you. Everything. Soon as she put mental, I just want to see it. Mental toughness. Just want to see it. And then we're out of here. We're out of here. Yeah, just I don't know what happened to my comments and everything. Okay, this is okay. All right. So there it is. She's right on it. Mental toughness. This is how Viktor Frankl survived. Listen, y'all, it's a wonderful book. It's a book that you have to dive in. I have to do pieces of it. And I do pieces of it. Then the history of stuff. When I'm reading a book, what was it? What did I say? The Auschwitz prison camp. Wasn't really familiar with that. I'd heard about it, but I never was familiar. But through the book, I was able to get the history of it. You want to expand your mind. You expand your mind, you expand your world. Can I say it again? You expand your mind, you expand your world. Okay. Love you all. Thank you so much. D. Leonard Hughes. I appreciate y'all. Let me get my music right. My apologies. That little technical things. I don't think we apologize for that because that, that's technology, whether we like it or not. Things are changing. A friend of mine was at a restaurant in Atlanta, and that's it. Thank you, Tanisha. That's the book there. And they had a robot bringing the food. A soul food restaurant in Atlanta, Pasco's or something like that. Can't think what it is, but they had a robot. Things are changing, whether you like it or not, whether you change with it or not. Everything around us is changing. Get in the change. Learn. Don't be left. Whatever you do, don't be left behind. Okay? You expand your mind. You expand your world. Once again, expand your mind. You expand your world. Until next time, Dr. D. Leonard Hughes saying thank you for listening, and I appreciate you. See you next Friday. Those that get the mental wake up, you get it in the morning. I got a good one in the morning. I think it's a good one in the morning. All of them are good. No. Okay, I see. All of them are good. Okay? Thank you. Peace.